Fuelless in the channel by some subscriber. They say, how long can a flywheel store energy? Flywheel, I've explained initial time. I say a flywheel store the kinetic energy that is needed to keep the system in motion. The kinetic energy, a flywheel store created an energy system that enable the system to be in a continuous motion even when it is not connected to the external power source. For instance, the period between in which you disconnect from the external power source, which gives initial power supply, to the internal power source, which keeps the energy going, is a flywheel. The flywheel stores the temporal kinetic energy, the motion energy that you need in working out the process of switching. Many of you want to talk about this switching process. They ask, what does it mean by switching process? Switching process is the process you use in taking over your power from the external source that enable you to start the system to internal power source which generated by the alternator for you to be able to run the energy continually. The energy can run as long as possible if the flywheel is still in motion and if also the electric motor is still having supply from the generator. Remember that the electric motor is being supplied, the safe supply from the generator, and the generator is being spun using the motor because it's being using the motor, and the motor is the engine room of the whole system. Now the flywheel, what the flywheel does, the flywheel keeps the energy in motion by balancing the both electric motor and the generator while it's running in a very high speed. So this is the speed at which, even if you switch over from the power source, the flywheel will still rotate for some time before it receives power from the generator. That is the importance of the flywheel. So the flywheel, what it does is store the temporal energy that it needed. Now, how long does it store? It stores this energy as long as possible, as long as it's still in motion, as long as it's still working, as long as there is feedback from the generator and to enable him to turn, or from the electric motor for him to turn, the energy of the flywheel will still be stored. So there's no temporal period of energy stored in the flywheel. As long as the flywheel is in motion, it stores the energy. Now let's take a look at this generator. This is a very typical design generator with a very fantastic flywheel that it shows that it shows. And if you look carefully, you see the adjusting system that enables the system to be adjusted and the flywheel to be firm. Now, if you look critically on this system, you will observe that the system runs on the very switch motion system. The system can run as long as the see it now? See it now? This is the flywheel now. This is the flywheel now. I see the flywheel now is at the center of the system now, and the system is very portable. Now, if the system wants to receive external power supply, it will now supply and the flywheel will turn. The flywheel will turn reach a point where it will now be switched over to the generator here. The generator now will start supplying the voltage that is needed to the motor, and then from the motor now the flywheel still rotate. The flywheel is still on the motion, still rotating while the generator is filling the motor, and the motor is also rotating at very high speed, giving back the feedback to the flywheel, and the flywheel also keeps the motion. Now if there's any break in supply of voltage from the generator, as a case may be, or sometimes may be, the flywheel now will be the man at the medium to keep the system going. That's why we say the flywheel keep the temporal energy between the two systems. It stores the temporal energy that is needed between the two systems, the motor and generator, pending when the supply from the motor will go back to the when the supply from the generator will go back to the motor. Now let's take a look again and see. See the system working. You see this is the meter, the system, and this is the generator. And the generator is all perfectly working good. And you can see if now this is now the initial power supply that will enable the system to move out and start this process. Then from there you take off from that system and go.
terguling karena ini baru pertama kali.
Initial power supply.
Oke Pak, ini power startnya seperti ini. Jadi koplingnya pelan-pelan karena gulanya terlalu berat. Ini saya tambahnya. Pak, jam radio yang Pak.
Okay, adjust it. Just adjust the bed. See, go to this level.
Oke. Ini sudah berdiri sampai di sini. Kemudian yang paling utama kata bapaknya dia harus niti, artinya dia tanpa sumber dari luar. Oke. Ini dari PLN dan saya takut. Kelihatannya mati. Tapi ya ini untuk mencoba saja. Harus ini. Harusnya dia mates bentar lagi. Enggak pakai PLN ya. Ini apinya. Kita berindah lagi ya. Kita berindah. Kenai. Enak teman-teman. Kenapa bisa? Saya nggak mengerti ujungnya gimana ya. Ini ternyata bisa tetap jalan. Harusnya ini berhenti, tetap jalan.
Can you see the system?
Saya
See the speed. The system is running. You can see the voltage right here. The voltage is working perfectly.
Saya senang sih sama Bro juga. Tapi saya pernah bilang ke beliau untuk meyakinkan beliau kalau misalnya alat ini berhasil, saya mau beli alat ini dengan harga yang mahal. Ini mungkin tidak habis 10 juta sama. Tapi saya janji ke beliau untuk beli dengan harga yang mahal bila alat ini berhasil. Tapi ternyata aneh ini benar-benar aneh. Saya pun nggak percaya karena
everything is we don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe for the see how the Fuelless system running. And the beauty of it is running as fast as possible. You can stop and see that it's being used to work without stopping. This is how the beauty of generator on the construction site. We are in intensive research to also bring new things in this 2021 energy system. One of the things I want to talk about today is the area of fuel generator into fuel generator conversion. You know, I have made a video in the past over the same issue, and many people are also asking some questions about the same issue. So I decided to bring out some distinct feature which I believe it will help you to aid your design. Some of you have sent a sample of what you have done to me. I appreciate it so much, and I also thank you, because most of the time I had to use the same sample to explain to others who are having issue. Like some people make a comment and said, why did I have to use some people production to just. Let me tell you, sir, I am a technical design expert, and you can if you have a training, you give somebody training, or you train somebody in a particular field, and the person do a production and have issue. After you explain to him, it is important for you to show others who may not have a knowledge on that area to watch and also explain the same explanation, instead of you repeating the same explanation over and over and over again. Well, that is why sometimes you see some big companies who are from cars manufacturing company, they have to do what we call manual. The manual is to guide you in your equipment. If another person have the same equipment you have, the company don't need to produce another manual again. You will still use the same manual of the same car you bought. They will duplicate it for all others, and they are replicating the same thing. So that is the same thing. Even if you are the best, you can't explain the same cost over again to different people, same question. So that's why sometimes we have to use the samples of what others have made and explain to you, instead of using go ahead and buy in the market the same thing, same equipment, and then show it to you. The next time somebody asks the same question, I'll go to the market and buy the same equipment and come and explain to you. I go to the next time somebody asks the same question, I'll go to the market. Just imagine the cost, the high cost which would be if you were in their position, will be able to do that. So, but what important most is what the person is giving. And I know some people talk out of how do I call it? They don't appreciate good things. I've said it. They don't appreciate good things. No matter what you're trying to do, they will always condemn it. And that is what I look at it. But nevertheless, I still have my best fans, subscribers who are appreciating what I'm doing, and they also give me a hand. I will let them look at them. I look at just who are critics. I don't know what to do, and instead of to go and practice what you have taught them, they will rather condemn what you're doing. I'm not just about that, because I'm not the person that subscribes to such people. So then it's very important, and this is the area of the generator system. For instance, this is a typical under generator with a diff configuration. I've explained that every generator has two things in common. it has what we call electrical section and has what we call mechanical section. Now in this generator you have two things in common. This is electrical section and this is mechanical section. This old place here is called mechanical section, and this old place here is what we call electrical section. Now this mechanical section is where you have the fuel. This fuel move through mechanical section that helps to duplicate the equipment inside the mechanical section. And then from that, now it is not the equipment will rotate and speed up. In that speed up, now you have the electrical section now will not generate light. But there's one common thing you always found in every generator that uses diesel, fuel, or whatever, and that is what we call a connecting rod. For those of you who are into mechanical engineering, you know what I'm talking about. A connecting rod. A connecting rod is a rod that connects between the electrical section and the mechanical section. That connecting rod is the way we call binding system. So in that is what, if you want to do a generator conversion, you must locate that what we call that connecting rod, and that's the area you're going to separate, and that's the way we have this system now. As you can see, this system now, you have two things here now. I have this is a electrical section, and this from here, this is where you have the piston. Just of you know what the piston is. The piston is where the generator had to receive power to bring out the smoke and whatever. This is the hole for the piston. Then in this place now, which is in this center here now, is where you have the connecting rod. Now in this case now, the connecting rod has been changed. We have to remove the connecting rod and connect a rod, a bigger rod. This bigger rod now connect it to it took the place of the connecting rod. It took the place of connecting rod and replaced it with this bigger rod. Now this bigger rod now connect this electric motor to this generator now, which is the alternator. Now what does it really mean now? The alternator duty is to give light, is to produce light, whether is connected or is not connected. If you are able to rotate this alternator in the very fast speed, in the high speed, definitely you're going to produce light, going to have light. Even if you don't want to use this electric motor, you have any other thing. You have any other equipment that can rotate in a very fast ratio, and you connect it to this electrical section, definitely there will be light. I want you to get the idea correct. This is what this energy generator has a simple concept, which you have to understand that if you know it, you can design any generator, or if you see any generator, you can be able to explain what make it to run. Before now, people don't know what generator is. They feel that is the fuel they put in the generator that make it to work. They feel that because if the generator does not have fuel, then there will not be the light will not be generated, and therefore it will not work. And that same method we have also in the cars. I will see if time is coming, I'll talk about cars issue, but let us focus on generator now. You have the same say, if there's no fuel, there will be no car, therefore there will be no generator, it will not work. But by explanation we are going on and so and so and on, we're able to explain, and people are designing. I have so many subscribers who have shown me a lot of sample of things they are done, and they're having production. Some have been complaining of high voltage, and that's a good thing. They have a high voltage instead of having low voltage. So it's now the problem of what good problem of stepping it down, and that is a different question. We have to talk about that when I talk about a projection on that area of how to step out high voltage. Now where this rod is connected now from here to this generator now, you can now plug this cable that has to do with this now to generate the light. That is to plug it to external power source, or the power that we generate from the generator. Because this generator now is connected to a device or a socket in which the voltage is being circulated in that socket. Then while this one now is received from that socket, that's why you see, if you can see now, the cable is connected from here, from this point now, you see the cable is moving to this device now. From this device now, this generator now is also giving result to this same device. So what it means that the socket now, the voltage from this generator will now enter the device, which is the socket, and then the motor now will also connect the device now. So the generator now will send voltage to this man, which is the electric motor, and by so doing, electric motor will be turning at the same time giving the generator power. And so what are we talking about? We're talking about what we call beneficial animals. The animals give to the other animal a benefit, and the other animal feed for the animal also. So these are the things we're talking about now in the generator system. So what am I trying to say? You must have a way of it. If you are not engineered to separate a generator, don't do that. I advise people, don't do if you don't have the experience. But what I advise you to do is that consult person who have experience, explain to him what you want. For instance, an architecture design a building structure. It may not be the builder, but you explain what he wants. You design it on paper, give different room sizes, give different we call bedroom structure, whatever you call it, and master bedroom, everything, showers, room, toilet, and everything, and then he explain it in a very clear form and give the word called structural engineer. Now, structural engineer now will be the person that will now build it out or bring it out into existence. So what am I trying to say? If you have understood what I'm explaining now, you don't need to design. You don't need to build it by yourself. What you should do is to design what you want, have a good design of what you want, then send it to a builder, which can be an engineer or a mechanic or whoever do it, and explain to him, this is what I want. Do exactly. Buy the equipment, give to him, or you allow him to buy the equipment for himself and do it. Or if you want us to do it for you, no problem. Just tell us what you want and we will send it to you. But some people can never see anything good because they don't believe in good things. And if you don't believe in good things, you can't have good things, because it's your belief that produces what you have. So take this sample, try it, and then you see the results. Now let us take a look at the sample of what I'm talking about now, and you get believe. This is what I'm talking about now. As you can see now, this is how it is connected from this rod now, enter directly to this point and to this point now. And you can see how the system is now. This is the directory motor, and this is the, you know where this, if you open generator or if you go to where the repair generators, you will know, you know what this is now. This is what we call crankshaft on generator, and that is where you have piston. So the piston and the crankshaft, in that piston you have what we call, is a rod that is there, and the rod is being removed, and then another rod is connected to link to the generator rods, which is the main thing, and then to enable it in turn. So you can now see the simple techniques which many people don't. Now you can see it now. You can see the sample now. Let's take at this now. You can see the whole year. This is the whole year. This is where we have piston. The piston completely removed. It's completely removed, and then the rod is being connected to this generator now. That is where you see the sample now. So for now, if this rotating generator will produce like that, it's as simple as ABC. Just a technical design, simple how to design it, and then the generator now is being linked to this man here. It's linked to this man, and the light is being produced. So it's a very simple thing you can do, and I believe you can see. You can see now. You can see sample now. Now this is the generator point. You know this point of the generator system. You know it already is where the plugs are being put. Now this is the back side. You have the front side. Now this voltage now is being linked to this place. All the voltage here is linked to this place now, and then the electric motor voltage is also linked to this place. That's this master is produced to this point here. Why this master is linked to this place now? You can see a cable that joined this generator point to this master point, which is the area where these generators produce voltage. As you can see, voltage enter here now. Then this one now connect from this place. So these is very simple things you need to know, and that is what I want you to know. So if you see sample now, you can see the front view of it, and you can see the plug of the generator, and it is now. When you just say on, it take off from where, and it's a very simple. You can pick this design and use it to do your work. You can pick design and do your work, and you have the best. You don't need to go and say yourself. Just pick the design, do exactly what you see. You have the same result. Success is science. Don't allow anyone to discourage you. You must always encourage yourself, because this is a channel that is out to encourage you. We are out to push. We are out to make sure that everybody push ahead, change the world. I don't believe in making people feel inferior or making people subdue people. I believe you should believe in yourself and also push ahead no matter the difficulties you have. That is where this channel is all about, is to give you the best, to educate you of the best, and that is where I want you to also subscribe and also share to your friends. Make them to know about this channel, and also that is the only best way to help them. Because sometimes you may feel that it's not necessary to speak to your friend, but if your friend watch it, he may have a knowledge, he may have a better understanding over you and explain to you, oh, can't we do this way, or can't we do this way? And that's how knowledge is combined. But if you say no, I can't give to a friend, you are not helping the world. I please you to subscribe it, and if you have any question or comment, don't fail to comment on the channel. I will always answer your question in due course. Thank you for today's preparation. Wait again for the next incoming preparation. Bye.